Hello, we're continuing video. Today we're going to take a look at some Great League battles here. It's actually the catch cup when still basically most Pokemon were available, but I guess this player didn't really prepare for the Swilers. We're going to have here a very spicy team here with two bug types in the back, and both bug types have the same typing as well, and it's mainly based around the Dustox. Dustox is a very cool Pokemon in this meta in general. This Pokemon is very bulky. Also, the player that sent us the battles here had also a YouTube channel. I hopefully linked it in the description. If not, you're going to most likely check now anyway. If you're down there and check if I linked it already, please leave a like on the video. I would appreciate it. We actually see a Seedra here, which is hilarious. So I guess some people are still playing some more fun stuff here. I actually didn't look in which elo range it is, but yeah, at this point while I'm recording, I don't even know how the new season is looking like. We most likely saw already videos about the new season. You're most likely going to see also some videos while I'm away in Stuttgart for the regional. I am most likely not taking the regional too serious though, because right now, at least while I'm recording, I'm not really in the mood for preparing too much for the game here right now. The current meta for regionals is very lame, but at least we can see here that even this Ancient Power doesn't knock them out, but a Walmart Dragon Tail will knock them out. They're going to lose against a Tyrant, which is funny. Actually pretty high elo range here still. We're going to see the opponent here against a Lickitung. Not fully powered up Lickitung, but someone definitely tries to get a good Lickitung here that they caught this season or this last season for you, which is definitely understandable, as we can see that this Body Slam coming through here, going to do around half of its health. Still, this should be a pretty nice matchup for the Swilers here. Shiny Swilers was in the community day. A very cool Pokemon. You're going to still have to take a move here. Lickitung just barely survives this here, and I guess you would have lost this if this was a fully XL version, but we see a Ninetales coming in. Definitely the wrong switch here. Definitely should have went into the Beedrill against the Ninetales, no matter which fast move they have. Beedrill is just better. Now you're gonna get hit by some Weather Balls, which you can at least survive, and you can go for the wrong move again. This is still a Fairy type, so please go for a Sludge Bomb. Sludge Bomb is super effective, and the other move is resisted. So I guess they don't know really the typing about it. I don't know. Like, definitely a weird play to go for the Bug Buzz, but I guess they try to get the debuff. I don't know. We will see that they're going to have a Swampert in the back now. You will be able to go ahead and go for the shield. The shield coming up here against them. Hydro Cannon coming through. And you can try to swap onto your Swilers, which doesn't work. So I guess you're going to lose this matchup here as well, because they can just shield this move up as well. And we will see here that the Earthquake coming through and going to knock you out. Next opponent here, we're going to see the Swilers against a Medicham. Horrible lead for you, but we will see that you can swap out into a Beedrill, and you're going to be able to get out the Swampert here, which is fine for you. You can go for a Drill Run. This Drill Run should be able to do some nice damage against the opponent's Swampert. You can shield this move up. You don't want to shield this move up. You can still survive it at least, which is nice. You can still get to the move. No, you cannot. So it's going to be a tough one, but the opponent just decided to not throw at all. She should have waited out the switch clock way longer there, by the way. You swapped out immediately, which was completely not necessary. Like this, you're going to have to throw a move. You only get to one move, so go for the Dark Pulse here. Would have made it way better for you as well, as we see at least a Tentacool in the back, which is a good matchup for you. Here you can go for the Bug Buzz. Both moves are resisted. Bug Buzz has at least the debuff chance, which is nice. No shielding here, the first move, very understandable as you're very bulky, but a lot of small mistakes that you can definitely improve on so far already. A lot of typing issues so far, where you don't throw the correct typing, or like maybe gets a little bit too nervous. I don't know. We will see here the opponent having the Medicham. This is actually a hard wall for the Medicham, unless they have the Psychic, of course, against you. Here you will be able to go for the Sludge Bomb still, which hopefully knocks out the opponent. You're still pretty healthy, and you will be able to knock them out. Very nice there. So we can go into the next battle. Obstagoon in the lead. A horrible lead for you. Going to swap out immediately. This time around to do Dustox. Understandable, to be fair, and very good for you that the opponent swaps into the Tentacruel here, as of course the Dustox is going to be able to have a way better matchup here compared to the Beedrill later on. Swapping into the weaker counter is definitely a good move here, as we see the opponent coming for another charge move here, Scald coming through, and we're going to see another Scald coming through, which you're going to shield up because you want to realign your Pokemon, which is a smart play, and you will be able to go ahead and go for some Bug Buzz now against the incoming Obstagoon actually comes in. I didn't expect that they would come into it, but they're gonna go for the Bug Buzz now. It doesn't get the debuff. They're gonna let this move go through as you still have the Beedrill alive. Beedrill will be able to double resist the counter damage as well, and you can realign your Pokemon. You don't even have to shield this move, to be fair. You don't do that either, as you can still survive it and you can still just tank this Night Slash. The opponent, I think, decide to surrender, or we still have the bug where their game crashes, which I think is the case here. Interesting to see if this is still the case while you're watching this video. Would be very interesting to know, because like for me right now it's still the case. Like it's currently that it's the 26th of November, so it's already a little bit earlier compared to when this video is coming out. So it's a kind of funny one here. We see a Skarmory coming in, which is fine. Skarmory is actually, I think, a good matchup for Spoilers in the 2-shield scenario at least, and you don't want to face it with your backline anyway. You don't have to go for Dark Bolts directly, to be fair. I think Body Slam would have been okay as well, but maybe they don't shield, and they actually don't shield, which is nice for you, as you can still get to another Body Slam, which will either force a shield or knock them out, and you're going to knock them out, which allows you to go into your Dustox. This time around, you went directly into your best counter for the opponent's Pokemon, which I don't think is the right call to do here. You did it better last time where you went into the Beedrill when you had the Obstagoon, like when you went into this Dustox here when you had the Obstagoon lead. But like this, it's a little bit trickier now, because otherwise you would have had a better matchup later on. But like this is going to be a tricky match to still win. Again, something you can pick on and try to improve. Improve the swapping there, and in general type knowledge seems to be still something where you can improve a little bit. We see here that you can go for one X-Scissor, which should be able to knock them out, or they shield up, which is okay for you. It's actually better for you that they shield up, most likely. You're going to shield this move up as well, thank God. I was a little bit scared there for a moment, and you will be able to go for the Drill Run in time. This will not knock you out. This is going to be a neutral Mud Bomb. It does a ton of damage, but not as much as one Hydro Cannon would have done, so it's definitely the correct move to shield there with the Hydro Cannon, as we see the Swampert going down now. Next opponent we coming in here, we're going to see the Swilers against the Skarmory again. Some people just like Skarmory, maybe it's the same opponent as before, I don't know. Let's see what they're going to do here. They're going to go ahead and go straight for the Dark Bolts. Do they shield this move up? Do they let this move go through? They're going to let this move go through, which basically cleans that match up for you, because you can just shield, farm down, and you definitely have to shield here. Okay, thank God. And you will be able to go for a Body Slam here, as this should be able to either get the shield or knock them out. It knocks them out. And we see the Lurantis coming in. Here it's okay to go on either of them, because Lurantis moves are all double resisted from both Pokemon, so it doesn't matter anyway. So Lurantis is just dead weight no matter where it is. And we see very interesting Pokemon here with Tropius. It's like something that I found crazy with like Catch Cup back in the day there. Also faced a ton of regional Tropius encounter. Like I guess like everybody must live in the region where that spawns, because I don't think it was anywhere available. I think there was some at GoFest, but I don't think it was part of the because this was before they changed the before they changed the date for the Catch Cup, so like you still were able to use Pokemon from back to up to nearly a year ago. So this was during the GoFest, and it's most likely where they got it from. That does make more sense. Next opponent here now, we're going to see the actually this is already, no, we're going to have still some more opponents coming up. We're going to see a Spiders on the lead. I would swap out immediately, to be fair, but you don't swap out. It's a little bit tricky to swap out here as well. Like either is fine, to be fair, as you have of course bug types in the back that are good against it. I would shield you actually. Do you shield? You don't shield? Okay. It really depends. Doesn't like really depends. Oh, this is actually fine. No, never mind. You had the better Spiders, and if you win this matchup like this, then this was definitely the better idea, as you can go into your Dustox and you will have a pretty decent matchup against at least the opponent's Nidoqueen there. I guess you could have stayed in for a little bit longer with your Dustox, but yeah, I think that's going to be a loss here. Pidgeot is something that I didn't really expect to see either, but Pidgeot is a very strong Pokemon if you have it on the right matchups. I actually thought of bringing it to a regional as well, just because you are pretty much very similar compared to the Noctowl. You're a little bit less bulky though, which is like the main issue, but you have Feather Dance and Brave Bird, which are both really, really cool moves. Like this, there's nothing you can do anymore. I think you also realize that as well. They're just gonna go for double Poison Fang and they're going to knock you out. You're actually gonna go for another charge move here, which is double resisted, and that's basically 0 damage, as the opponent also going to let this move go through. Next opponent, we will see Swilers against Medicham. Horrible lead, going to swap out immediately into your Beedrill, which is definitely the better safe swap here, as you see a Cast form coming in. Also a Pokemon I thought thought of bringing to a regional, because Castform is a pretty cool Pokemon, having access to 2 Weather Ball types, normal and also the rock version. But you can also play it without the normal Weather Ball and just run it with like something like Energy Ball or Hurricane to even have some more coverage, which is pretty cool. Going to shoot up the move here, you will be able to realign afterwards, and we will see here that the Castform going to go down. And we see a Greedent coming in here. Greedent was also available widely during the last season, which helps out as well. There's Drowan coming through, going to get the shield from the opponent. We will see the Body Slam coming through, will knock you out definitely. Like Body Slam, no it doesn't. What? Okay, never mind. Beedrill is a little bit more bulky than I thought. I had some other matchups before where Body Slam completely knocked me out there. But I guess it's fine. This does basically nothing, exactly as you can see here. Dustox has a very similar bulk to a normal Azumarill. I don't think the XL version, but the normal Azumarill has pretty much the same bulk as a Dustox, which is cool. Dustox just needs a little bit more attack damage there and maybe some better charge moves. Here sadly the Psychic comes through, and now you have the Swilus and the Beedrill available to try to beat this final Pokemon here with the Medicham, but the Ice Punch going to most likely knock you close to being down, but actually you're going to be able to go for 1 Dark Pulse here. This will knock out the opponent, and you're still going to be able to win this game. They are a very close one. They didn't expect that this would still happen, but we'll see the final game a lot of times hard countered by Medicham in the lead, which kind of shows how, like, this is Catch Cup, by the way. It's I labeled as Great League because it is basically Great League, but having this all from the last season, I mean the last 3 seasons, I guess, is pretty nice. As we see the Bug Buzz coming through, and we will see that the opponent gonna go for 1 Body Slam here. This Body Slam will do a nice amount of damage. And we will see the Bug Buzz now doing enough damage as well. Bug Buzz is the better move here compared to Sludge Bomb. But yeah, that was definitely fine here. You will be able to go back into your Swiders, which is nice. You can farm them all the way down, never throw a charge move here anymore. But I think they know that as well. As the farm down is coming through here right now, you're going to let this move go through. And you're going to rely on your Beedrill right now. It could be that they have a Bastion in the back. That would be crazy, or like some kind of Steel type here, I would expect at least. But they're going to stay in here with a Medicham, which is interesting. You're going to shield up the Ice Punch, which is okay. It could have been a Psychic maybe. I didn't count the moves yet. But we will see here the Droll Run coming through, which should do some nice damage here. As 1 more fast move will do enough to knock them out. You have to shield here. It's going to be another Ice Punch. And we see again exactly a Steel type on the back, which is a little bit tricky for this team, definitely. This will be a loss. There's nothing that they can do about this anymore. They won't be able to catch a move. This will knock out the Beedrill, and this will be a good game. So, thanks for letting me showcase those battles here. 1 more Dark Pulse will come through, but it doesn't really help you either. I hope you enjoyed this video. Definitely can't wait also to go back and try to do more videos for the Great League when I'm back from Stuttgart. So, I hope you enjoyed this video. See you in the next video. Have a great rest of your day. Bye!